Hi everyone, welcome to the warm-up. Let's get things started with some shoulder circles. We're gonna just do some little circles forward. The whole point of the warm-up here is to bring some movement into our joints and get them ready to be used. And then go ahead and reverse those circles. Just gonna get both directions here. Go a little bit bigger. And great job. We're going to start with our more monies now. Palms up. Your elbows are kind of at your sides, and then you're going to rotate your thumbs backwards. When you get to the back, going to go ahead and try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you've been sitting around a lot, your shoulder blades haven't been moving, and we would really like to get some movement in there. It's going to take a little bit of stress off your shoulder and get everything moving right. All right, one more arm shoulder blade thing. We're going to go into our wall slides. I'm going to just reach towards the ceiling. Try to keep your arms pretty vertical. Think about reaching up with your elbows. And you're also going to want to try to keep your arms back as if you're sliding up a wall behind you. And one more. All right, into everyone's favorite, it's a neck rotation. We're just gonna do a couple circles, nice and gentle, each direction. Especially when you're doing anything with your neck, make sure that you are not feeling any pain, you're going nice and easy. And switch direction. All right, let's wake up the lower body. We're going to go into some squats. I'm going to hold my hands in the center of my chest, send my butt back, bend at the knees. Make sure you're thinking about sort of keeping your knees out as you go down. If we sit a lot during the day, it's very common to get tight in our hips and our knees will sometimes come in, so we want to think about keeping them out. When you get to the top, go ahead and squeeze your glutes. We're going to try to wake those up. Those are our biggest muscles, everyone's biggest muscles, so we want to use them. All right, last one, we're going to do a little arm stretching. I'm going to bring my arm across my body here. Go ahead and throw in some Carissa circles. That is just getting some wrist circles. I always find that that kind of radiates up my arm into my back. Helps me get a bigger stretch. And switch arms. Ooh, it feels good. All right, back to the lower body. We're going to do some deadlifts. I'm going to do a speed deadlift. So what's going to happen is we're going to send your hips back, bring your arms down, and then when we get to the bottom, come on, stand on up. Squeeze those glutes. Speed deadlift just means instead of just going, just go to your normal pace, you just add a little bit of speed, move a little bit faster than you do in your regular life. Adding a little bit of speed is really good to get us ready to balance, or if you need to react to something around you, you'll be able to fire up that nervous system and move quickly. Last one. And very similar movement, we're going to do our good morning, so the hands are coming up here, and then your hips are going back. Now I'm trying to keep my back really flat here, and if my hamstrings are tight, which they are, I'm only going to be able to go down so far. And we'll get to the bottom, come back up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Every time we squeeze a muscle specifically, it'll kind of get them activated and easier to use later on. But sometimes if we don't squeeze them, other muscles can take over, and we really want to get some of our bigger muscles working. And last one. And we're going to do some balance and ankle circles. You're going to stand on one leg. We're going to get about 5 circles each direction with your ankles. Ooh, switch direction. Now if you need to tap something, a box or a wall, I lost count. All right, switch legs. That's just fine. If you need to put your foot down, no problem at all. Every time we go up and balance and shake around, switch direction. That's just us practicing. We're gonna slowly get a little bit better at it over time. Great, now that our ankles are warmed up, we're gonna just do a couple calf raises. So come up on the balls of your feet. Don't fall. Keep yourself nice and balanced. If you can, pause for a second at the top. That's where I start to lose my balance, so I do like to practice it. We don't think about our ankles a lot throughout the day, but if you're sitting, they're usually kind of stuck in the seated position, and that can make them also get pretty stiff. So we want to make sure that they're mobile, and it's going to feel good to move through our exercises. All right, last one. I'm going to do some high knees. So just going to bring your knee up and then let your leg fall. Hopefully your heart rate's starting to go up, starting to get a little bit warm. If you can't quite bring your knee up, try to just stand on one leg, bring your leg up as high as you can, do a slight balance at the top. Whatever you're able to do is fantastic. And last one. All right, let's do some side to side little squunges. Your legs are gonna be a little bit wider. You're just gonna send your weight to one side, stand back up, and your weight to the other side. We're just gonna introduce a little bit of side to side movement, just so we're practiced at it. We affectionately call these our squunges, which is a mix between a squat and a lunge. And one more each side. And now we're just gonna finish up with some kettlebell swings. You're gonna grab your invisible kettlebell and you're gonna swing it up forward. As you come to the top, make sure you are squeezing your glutes. You can go ahead and put a little bit of speed into that. And we're just gonna make sure we're all warm and ready to go. And we have just got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and you're all finished with your warm-up. Have a wonderful workout.